Good afternoon, class. This is the next session. So before we have seeing the tools and the materials we used, now we are going to see the pipe joining. So the pipe joining is the way joining the pipe in order that you're distributing water to the different areas. So there is plumbing fittings we use it for connecting those pipes. Now we are going to start to show you how you can join the galvanized mild steel. So first of all, for this galvanized steel, you should cut the external threads, and the plumbing fittings has the internal thread. Those threads allow pipe and fittings for being tight. So I'm going to show you how we can make this practice. This is the galvanized mild steel. This is, as I say, it is galvanized steel class B because of this color, blue color. So I have to fix it on this tripod China vise. So, as I said, those are the jaw. This is it is tightening chain, and this is handle for tightening the pipes. So before threading, so I have to take the length for which where I will put the threads. For that, I will using the measuring tools for take the length where I needed to put the threads. Let's take a pipe of, for example, 17 millimeter. I have to mark the point where I'm going to cut this length of the pipe. So I'm going to use this pipe cutter. So this pipe cutter has the parts also. Has this blade, has this guiding wheels, and has this screw and this handle, and this is the body. So I have to open the guiding wheel and pipe and blade, and I put the blade in that point where I have marking, and then I tighten my pipe cutter on the pipe where I have marking. Then I have to rotate the pipe cutter. and then tight there by this screw. When I'm tightening this way, pressing the pipe and this braid enter on the pipe. This braid is one cutting the pipe. I continue to rotate and then pressing the pipe cutter. I pressing this screw until the pipe will be separated or will be cutted. You see, this is the pipe cutter. You see, it is used for cutting the pipe. So the pipe length I want it is this. So as I say, before joining a pipe to another, so I have to cut the external thread. So I'm going to cut the threads on this length. That is why I'm going to remove this and I set this on this tripod canvas. So now I'm going to put my length on. And then I have to tighten my pipe. So now I'm going to put the external thread on this pipe by using this die, and this is the stock. So I have to fix this die on the stock, and this lacket, of course, this it is used to give the direction of die. Either if you are going to cut, there is a direction of cutting, and also there is direction when you finish it to cut, there is direction of removing this die on the pipe. So because we have to put oil, so we have to wear the safety equipment like gloves, those are safety gloves. Those are protecting when you are handling dirt or sharp object. And also you have to wear these goggles to prevent these chips to enter in your eyes. This is the stock where you have to put all tools you can helping during this pipe work. So now I can start cutting. As I say, I have to adjust this lacket to give the direction of the die. So when you start cutting, it is better to apply the oil. As I said before, it is of course for cooling. As you know, this is the circumference of the pipe. So when I'm cutting, I use a quarter of a circle. So I cut this thread when the pipe is coming out. So I have to remove my die. Of course, I have to apply the oil for cooling. As you see, the pipe is coming out. Those we are removing are that we call the chips. So right now the pipe is coming out. You see the pipe is coming out. So now I'm going to remove this stock. So to remove this stock, of course, I have to adjust this racket to move to the verse direction. So I have to move like this and start moving my you see, those are the external threads or male threads. So, as I said, those are different pipe fittings. We use it for connecting pipe or making the network of the pipe. I say the network of the pipe. For example, when I connect here one pipe, it communicates to the pipe on this outlet and this outlet. So before connecting these pipe fittings, I have to apply this tape seal or Teflon seal. As I say before, this is used to prevent the water leakage. So you put this Teflon on the direction of the threads. Okay, this is enough. So I'm going to put this T fittings. Of course, this is to use it when you need to make a brush. For example, when you need to connect to supply water to the customers. For example, this is the brush. I put it, so here there is a pipe wrench which used for assembling this T fittings on galvanized pipe. As I said, this is a nut, this is a jaw, this and this is the handle, and this is the pin. So I'm going to tighten this. You see, this is the one joint I tried, but all those fittings, the way you connect, it is the same, but the difference on the function or the purpose of each fittings, because there is like this one, it is used to change the direction of the pipeline. So here I use this manual die. Here we have to use the power threading machine.